Hi, good morning or afternoon or evening or whatever time you're watching this. I just wanted to come on here and say a few things about mental health. So, first of all, a lot of people that I know personally who are struggling, even if it's not like severely, just struggling, they all have TikTok. Most of the like depressed people that I'm friends with, I've seen their For You pages, and it's mostly all like core videos, which is probably I don't think that's a word, but it's basically core is basically just videos telling you like you're depressed if you feel this way. And no, you're not a doctor. TikTok is so brainwashed. A lot of people on TikTok are brainwashed into thinking they're a certain way because another person is. That's not the case. Even my For You page gets vent videos, and these videos are encouraging people to want to feel that way. I mean, nobody wants to feel depressed, but then you really think about it, and it's like some people say they're comfortable in being in a depression, and it's sad. Nobody says that. Nobody was saying that until people started saying it on TikTok. And when I see mental health videos on YouTube versus TikTok, two completely different, audiences. The audiences on YouTube, it's usually huge paragraphs, and I know you can't really, there's a limit on TikTok, but you could definitely summarize something like this. But people on YouTube are always talking about like, I struggled for years and these videos helped me. That's usually how it is. Whereas on TikTok, it's like a vent video and it's like sad music playing in the back and it's like, I want to die, or basically what these videos are saying. And it's really sad because all the comments are saying stuff like real or I'm never gonna get better, stuff like that. It's really sad to see that because you can get better. I don't really have a plan for what I'm saying right now. I'm just saying because this is truly how I feel. And multiple of my friends have come to me struggling with specific things, and I just tell them like it's okay. It's okay to not be okay. It's okay to feel that. It's okay to go through that because we're human and we're literally built to feel emotion. Honestly, it sometimes isn't a very beautiful process, but it is a beautiful process. Healing is what I'm referencing. But it is amazing. It's truly amazing what our bodies can do to heal itself, or the mind, I should say. People that I know just say, I have depression, and they've never even been to a doctor, which is like sad because I guarantee they saw it on TikTok. I guarantee they saw that they have depression just because of someone on TikTok saying that they have depression because they feel a certain way, as I was saying earlier. For a while there, with my personal mental health journey, it was really bad for me. I'd never been diagnosed with depression. I wasn't tested, but I don't think I have it. What I struggled with was anxiety, severe anxiety, and I actually have meds for it. These are the meds I'm supposed to take. I don't know if like showing them can, oh yeah, that definitely has my private information on it, so I'm definitely not showing that. But I've opened this like a few times to see what the pills look like. I've never taken one. But my doctor, she recommended me medicine, and she said, you sound like you definitely need something. But doctors obviously don't prescribe you anything if you don't want it. But she kind of just gave me the option. She said I didn't have to take them, but she recommended it to see if I could just take it once, see if it helps. Because it's the medicine that she gave me, it can be prescribed to take on like a daily basis, but she told me that I didn't have to take it on a daily if I didn't want to. That's another thing I want to mention. You don't necessarily need medicine when it comes to stuff like anxiety and depression, because if you've ever been prescribed medicine, has anyone ever told you, you don't need to take this if you don't want to? Well, they wouldn't say that if you needed to take it, right? Like, they wouldn't just give you that option. Whereas if you're like struggling from like a disease and you have to take the medicine to survive, like you don't need to take the medicine to survive. And honestly, this is one thing that I really don't understand. Antidepressants typically make people feel worse. And I know that from, again, my friends who struggle with depression and from counselors themselves. And it's really sad. It's really sad that people are taking medicine that is potentially making them feel worse, but they're taking it because they feel like it's going to make them feel better. If you don't need to take medicine, then don't take medicine. You are your own person. You decide that for yourself. But we are literally, like I was saying earlier, we are built to be able to deal with emotion. There's a difference between feeling emotions and a chemical imbalance. And I was diagnosed with a panic disorder, and my counselor told me that whatever was going on was like severe. And hearing that from a professional, it honestly scared me, because I didn't even know that panic disorder was a thing. Like, I've never heard of that. And a panic disorder is pretty self-explanatory. It describes what it is in the name, but basically it's just your first response to anything is to panic. And who I was then, panicking was definitely it wasn't even a last resort. I just never panicked. Like, I was not a panicky person. Now, I think all of us have anxiety in us, that's just kind of a humanly emotion, but I'm just trying to make a point that I was not severe until July, and I thought I was gonna die. There's no other way I can put that than I literally just thought I was gonna die. Like, literally everything I did, I thought I was gonna die. I'm really just trying to prove that, again, it's okay to not be okay. It took me a while to realize that. It made me so upset to know, like, I'm struggling, and I wanted to be different. I didn't want to be who I was. Like, it made me hate myself. It sucked. It really sucked. I just wanted to change. And people were telling me, like, you're gonna get through this, you'll be different someday. And it's like, well, when? Like, I don't want to wait anymore. I'm going insane. But then you just eventually accept, like, the fact that you do have to wait. You have to wait. You have to come to terms with the fact that you will get better someday if you let yourself, if you just push yourself. One really important thing: do not do this alone. You do not have to do this alone at all. That's what friends are for. The right friends, of course. Not friends who try to put a mask over your feelings, try to pretend that they don't exist, and they, like, offer you, like, hey, do you want to drink with me or something? No, do not hang out with people like that, because this is a very modernized term, but that is a big red flag. Like, if your friend literally is offering you a depressant when you're upset, are they really your friend? No. And I realized that quick. I started surrounding myself with sober people who were also struggling with mental health, that, didn't post it, because I think we can all agree that, some of the people on TikTok that post things do want attention, and it's like everyone has their own way of coping, but I think everyone knows what I'm saying. But then again, I don't judge, that's not supposed to be an insult to anyone. It's just the truth, unfortunately. Again, how I was saying, that all ties in with the fact that TikTok is just the most toxic place for a struggling teen. We all see these symptoms very alike. They are like all the same people, it almost looks like. Like, I see vent video after vent video after vent video, and it's like kind of all saying the same thing, and it all results in, wanting to die, like wanting to take their own lives. And it's like, would you have said this a couple years ago, before, COVID, and everyone was inside and everyone was on their phones? I think that really altered our brains. That's really the only thing I can think of. And now everyone just thinks that they should be mentally ill. They should be sad all the time. And no, it shouldn't be that way. Eventually, you will find ways to cope. Another really important thing is that it's okay to allow yourself to feel emotions. Never should you try to hold back tears, if that makes sense. When I was struggling, when I was just constantly burdened by the fact that I have anxiety all of a sudden, I'm having panic attacks back to back. I can't live this way, and it was really, really depressing me, and it made me cry all the time. When you come to the realization that it's okay to cry, to get it all out, to just feel your worst, your absolute worst, you can't necessarily feel that way again. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a virus. When you get a virus, you can't get the same virus twice. And it's amazing. It's amazing that our minds can just heal themselves like it does. It's beautiful. I really encourage people to feel their emotions, because it is quite literally life-changing when you stop feeling like you should pretend like you don't have problems. Because there's people out there who try to push you away when you tell them about your personal mental health. They're like, oh, you'll be fine. They won't get into it with you. Do not surround yourself with people like that. It is very, very, very crucial part of healing to find people who are also healing, because you can help each other and you can, again, lean on each other. That's literally what friends are for, moral support. And parents too. I'm personally very close with my parents, and my parents know everything, and I lean on them, especially my mom. I lean on her a lot. She used to sleep with me like every night because I would force her to, because I felt like I was gonna die in my sleep. That's a good mom for you. Yeah, all of us need friends, and that's why I accept everyone for exactly who they are, because all of us are human, all of us. And you know, life gets really hard, it really does, and you know, it gets better. But I would love to know about personal experiences. That helps me a lot with my own journey, actually. Hearing about other people makes me feel like I'm not alone, because I'm not. We're not alone, any of us. We can all support each other, and that's what I love about positive, you know, mental health communities on YouTube. It's so cute when people just, you know, tell their stories in the comments and everyone has each other's backs. It's amazing. I've just always dreamed of helping people, I guess. That's literally always been a thing for me. When I was young, I just always wanted to give, but not like I do now. Like, ever since I went through that, I want to help people realize that, you know, it's okay to go through it. It's normal, and you're gonna be okay. But yeah, I hope you have a blessed day, and I love you.